It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now EA Sports and the National Football League so proud to welcome you to the southeast section of Brazil and the world-renowned city of Sao Paulo. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Throwing, Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's 2nd down. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football where everyone does their best to try and help.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Gainwell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Love. Pass complete. He finds Jaden Reed. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Love now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 62 yards. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are once again back in front. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
To throw now, here's Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Love back to it here after the pick-6.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love looking to throw it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To the air again, Love.
And complete once again to Watson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown!
Jaden Reed.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out left to Dotson.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's to his running back, Gainwell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first.
And Owen coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
In motion right, that's Wilson. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Here's Love.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Throwing is Hurts. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Slot man moves right.
Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Love.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Love.
That's taken in by Watson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Love looking to throw it.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave from 13 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Gainwell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Love. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.